What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 10 in the Pit. Today, can you see it? So we're going to do the full ball review on the Brunswick Vaporize. Now, I did my fresh off the press. Was not what I was expecting, not what I was really looking for. So I came back and did a day 2 fresh off the press. So you got twice the fresh off the press with this ball because I was stupid excited for this bowling ball. And after watching a few of the other guys that do bowling ball reviews, I still was excited to get this bowling ball. I'm still excited about getting this bowling ball out of my bag. I will say that. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to try to go right to left. I got a fresh house shot, right to left. Try to play every line that you guys will play. I will try to show you a few things I like about the ball, what I don't like about the bowling ball. I have been so focused on trying to figure out this bowling ball, I have probably 75 games on this ball. Some days it's really good, some days it's not. But, have not even thrown a shot yet. Let me take a couple practice slides here. I'll throw one practice ball, we're going to jump right into it. Alright, so I'm going to throw one practice ball, then I'm going to zoom the camera in. Hopefully we can make this look decent and quick. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand 20 and I'm going to roll it up 10 to give my down and in guys something to look at. Now, with this bowling ball, it does like its friction. So that one there, I just kind of literally rolled right up 10. I'm going to throw another one. I'm going to speed it up a little bit and hit it just a little bit more. Everything I've seen about this bowling ball is how amazing and wonderful it is. I don't think I've seen anybody really break this ball down. Let's try it one more time. And it's not looking any better. So, I guess I'm going to hit it. Yeah, I guess I'm going to hit it. So like I said, fresh house shot. Then I hit it and it drives. So, not my favorite area to play, but I gave you some shape down 10. I'm moving. So, a lot of our bowling ball reviews, you'll hear the comments, very speed sensitive, very easy to manipulate with hand placement. A lot of bowling balls are. What we're talking about is that slight little adjustment and it shows it down lane. Not these huge drastic changes. You want something to be very user friendly, and a lot of bowling balls, once you slow the speed down, it's a big jump, big dive, or you hit it just a little bit more, it's a big change on lane, or it's a very little change down lane. This here is very, Alright, I'm going to go in between the second and third arrow. I'm going to move 5 to the left, and I'm just going to basically lead release this ball. So it didn't get the 10 out, I didn't really hit the ball, but you saw the ball shake. Now, what I think about this bowling ball is, it is very good for people that are lacking in the rev department. I really do think that. Now, I'm going to go right back to the same spot. I'm going to stand 25 in between the second and third arrow. And now I'm going to keep my hand on the inside of the bowling ball, which everybody tries to do. And I'm going to let you see the difference. Okay? So there you saw two different lines, two different releases, and you can see the difference in the shape of the bowling ball. Now, as you can tell, it was a very controlled adjustment. Responded very well, played the same line just a little bit deeper. Now, I'm going to move 5 more, standing on 30, aiming in between the third and fourth. And I'm going to still keep my hand on the inside of the ball. So as you work your way across the lane, you can see, as long as you are keeping your hand on the inside of the bowling ball and actually hitting the bottom of the ball, this ball works its way right across phenomenally. So we're going to move 5 more, stand basically 35, 38. We're going to play in between the 4th and 5th arrow, because believe it or not, with a pearly ball like this, you can play this deep on a fresh house shot. I'm taking it and running because they all fell. I might have 3 on the deck, but they all fell. Now I'm going to keep going left. So that was in between the 4th and 5th. I'm going to try to get the 5th and 6th. Everybody's like, oh, it's not that big of an asymmetrical pearl. Well, with the HK22 additive, it's that big of an asymmetrical pearl. That's probably the best ball I've thrown in this whole video. And that was in between the 5th and 6th arrow. So I've only got 1 more channel left, and I have played the entire lane on a fresh house shot with a big asymmetrical pearl that's not that big. So I'm going to go stand on lane 14. And you'll notice I don't slow it down too much either. Oh, I knew it, but I'm not throwing it again. Just the once. So you saw me go all the way across the lane. Now I'm going to go back to my happy spot. And I'm going to try to show you some different hand placements and manipulations that I normally make to my big, strong asymmetrical pearls that allow me to play them longer. This ball does not respond well to. What's going on, guys? Can you get some iron leaving here in 10 minutes? All right, so like I said, I'm going to go back to my happy spot. With this bowling ball, it's normally right in between the 3rd and 4th arrow. Yes, on a fresh house shot. Now, I want to try to throw a couple of strikes here with different hand placement. So I hit that one a little hard and it screamed. So that is my normal inside the bowling ball, come out the bottom. That's my normal release for lead. Now I will show you the release I have to use to get that ball to strike in that area. So that one there, I came up, jammed down, cleared my thumb. This one here, I'm going to just pop forward with the same motion to show you the difference. So that one there, I just popped forward instead of coming down and around. The ball rolled down, hit the friction, checked up, and went right through the pins. That is the release I have to use to play in between the 3rd and 4th on a fresh house shot. Because if I overhit it, the ball's gone. But if I move left and still keep the same release, it gets very inconsistent down lane. Like I said, I don't think this ball is as good as what everybody says it is, but that's just me. Now I will give you my typical lead release, or how I can duplicate a typical lead release, and I will play the same area. So like I said, for those people that don't have a lot of revs, or they're on the side of the ball a little bit, Vaporize is probably phenomenal for you. Once you start to get your hand on the inside of the bowling ball, you start to hit the ball a little bit. That's when you notice some inconsistencies, in my opinion. So you notice I just played third and fourth arrow with my hand on the side of the ball, just popped it up. I hit forward in the second ball and it struck. Now let me actually hit the ball and strike. I got to move 15 boards to the left. So, 3 different types of release on the same bowling ball, on the same lane surface. You can tell how drastic the ball changes down lane. Now, when we're talking about speed sensitive and being able to manipulate it with hand placement, yes, most bowling balls are like that. But you're talking slight and minute changes down lane, not big and drastic like this one. Here I'm going to try to imitate the typical lead release right around board 12. I don't know. So, like I said, if you don't hit the ball very hard, I think this ball is phenomenal. Really good. Board 12, like I said, show you basically that you don't need a lot of revs for this ball to see the friction and go. Is kind of good. One more good one and then we'll get out of here. Like I said, I'm super excited to get this out of my bag. Fresh house shot. Basically standing 45-ish. We're going to play basically the 4th and 5th arrow. That deep on a fresh house shot, it looks really good. I can hit it, I can play it. It's just a little bit further left than I like to be, in all honesty, on a fresh house shot with a pearl ball in my hand. One more good one here. So, like I said, that's 2 basically, back to back. 4th and 5th arrow, fresh house shot, hits, finishes, drives very well. If you're looking for a pearly piece to play in a little bit higher volume or bounce off of the friction, this ball is really good. I don't think it's as good as what everybody says it is. I think if you are speed dominant, you would really like this bowling ball. If you're rev challenged, I think you would like this bowling ball. For a pearl bowling ball, it responds well off of friction, it flares well, it reads the mids, kind of. It still relies on the dryer boards to give you your shape. So I always ask my guys a bunch of questions at the end of the bowling ball reviews, and I'm going to answer those same questions. Black ball, gold and silver writing, Brunswick Vaporize. Big pearl, not really big, but a medium-sized pearl asymmetrical bowling ball that you get a lot of shape down lane with. It outperforms its numbers, in my opinion. Was it worth my initial investment? Yes, Brunswick gave me a product that they said they were going to give me. Something that you could play in a little bit higher volume with a pearly cover and have it bounce off of the friction. It did that fabulously. Did it meet all of the staffers out there pumping this ball up to be the best ball ever? No. Nowhere near ball of the year. The intense mindset for the pearl from Brunswick was better than this, in my opinion. If I had to buy another asymmetrical pearl to fill that spot in my bag, would I buy this or something else? No, I would buy a DNA coil or an intense mindset. I can control those, I can manipulate them, I can You can do the same thing with this, but this is drastic down lane, where the other ones are kind of more manageable, in my opinion. 75 games on it, at least, if not more. So, I mean, I've had some decent sets, some decent games, 270s, 260s, but you got to play fairly deep with it to get there. I mean, or you don't hit it at all and you kind of fluff it up the outer edge, and it's one of those weird pieces. I don't know if it'll hit the for sale page or not. I'm not quite, like, it's got its little spot where it performs very well for me, and I kind of like it, but it's that niche ball. It's not in any means something that I'm going to take the league, only show up with one bowling ball and be able to bowl all 3 games. I don't see that out of this ball. Would I recommend this ball in the shop? Yes. For rev challenge and speed dominant players, I have recommended it, and like I said, they bowled very well with it. High speed guys that have a lot of revs, that might work as well, but I don't think you're going to be able to play your typical line. I think you're going to be able to have to move to be able to play this ball, in my opinion. Let's see. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Where would I rate the Brunswick Vaporize? Probably a 3. Not gonna lie. Niche pearl, asymmetrical, not very forgiving in my opinion at all. You have to kind of manipulate what you do with it. It's decent. So yeah, I would give it a 3. No jersey on today, but there's a Bullify discount code below. You can click on that and that will save you a couple of bucks. Few comments. I fidget, I move around when I talk. I apologize. Address it personally. Sound issues I have worked on a little bit. Hopefully this one sounds a little bit better for you guys as well. But if this is your first time finding 10 in the Pit or X in the Pit Pro Shop, whatever you want to call us, you have found that little dark web where I'm unsponsored, unstaffed. My guys are not on staff, not sponsored. We can be blunt, we can be honest. The Vaporize is a mediocre asymmetrical pearl bowling ball. I'm not going to let it, all of everybody else's opinion, clout what this bowling ball is. I don't think it's the ball of the year. I don't think it's as forgiving down lane as other products like the DNA coil or the Intense Mindset. I think when you manipulate something off of your hand, you want to be able to control it and not just throw it out there and pray. In my opinion, the Vaporize is throw it out there and pray. You hit just a little bit harder and the ball just screams. But you can find a line to play. That's what I mean. That's why I gave it a 3 rating. You can manipulate it off your hand. You can make it do what you want to do, but I think you're not going to be in your favorite spot or your normal spot as you would be with a different product. You're going to have to be able or be willing to move with the Vaporize compared to other products. That HK22 on the back end is just, it's quick. It really is, no matter if you're on synthetics or wood. I mean, I've had better experience with it on wood, but that was because I got to break the pattern down myself and I was with my staffers during league. I could break the pattern down and I was able to play very well with it game 2 and 3. But that would be my take on the brand new Brunswick Vaporize. Mediocre asymmetrical pearl. But anyway, I appreciate you all for coming by and checking out the video. If you wouldn't mind, like, drop a comment down below, do your keyboard thing, smash the bell in the top corner, and we'll see you all next time.